Gentlemen in the mix.
Hey, traders. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good one. Pretty active market today. Maybe not so much for Bitcoin or crypto, other assets, but wow, what happened to OMG? It's up 19% now. You stayed away from the PC for like 30 minutes and it's just like doubled its gains today. But yeah, what happened to Bitcoin? Fell below 61,788. And it's just been slowly, methodically bleeding out. Can y'all hear me? Everything good? Yeah, make sure decibel levels are right. And, you know, as long as Bitcoin can somehow pivot above $59,500, third valley, hidden bullish divergence combination would develop. And that would be amazing. I mean, that would be like, this is it. If you thought the inverse head and shoulders idea was awesome with the engulfing candle, now it's even better. Classic accumulation structure versus momentum shifting, right? Momentum shifts and then turns into accumulation structure. And that's just like stronger argument for bulls, more accumulation, near all-time highs in Q4, in the historically best month ever for crypto and Bitcoin. The argument could strengthen if we pivot on another higher low here, for sure. Okay, that's it really. I mean, it's down $1,700. Just, oops, sorry. There we go. Wait, Bitcoin's $1,200. What? What a sale! Just kidding. Sorry about that. There we go. I knew we were missing something. Something didn't feel right. It happened to be the 6. If you even saw that. Okay, so I guess we go to the daily. Look at that. You know, not really giving us much at all. You know, unfortunately back below the March 13th high, the wick high, but still somehow, some way above the candle high close. Interesting. Right there at 61,182. I wonder if we can get a daily candle close above that. That'd be amazing, right? Could be really, really good if you close there or above it. And no help on the oscillators. Really, I mean, the hidden bullish divergence was developing and then you're just building negative momentum now. So I think you probably have to go into that 4 hour to really see the edge, or at least what could be considered possibly an edge if we pivot soonish on Bitcoin. And really, it's still valid. The bullish engulfing candle on the daily from October 28th is still valid, and so is the rising 3 methods, the 5 Japanese candlestick continuation pattern. It's not invalid until we get, I think, a candle close confirmation lower than the open from November 2nd. So that's still live. That hasn't happened yet. So it will be invalid if that happens. Okay, it'll be a failed, busted pattern, and that happens, man. All right, so still alive, hanging on barely, as you can see. What's going on? Looking left. Okay. So if you keep that anchor point up or that trend line up, look at it here on the 4 hour. Ooh, could it be back testing it as support? Could be awesome. All right, could really be awesome. I'm just talking about this. This is what could be developing, right? Classic accumulation, proportionate lows to each other. That's pretty proportionate, right? Like the retrace on both. And then what would happen if you did pivot here on a higher low than the previous low? You could have higher levels of negative momentum, and this would imply a continuation, hidden bullish divergence. All right, so that would just, if it began to pivot, which we don't know. I mean, I think one candle here is just not good enough. I think you need a few more candles. We need to really start rallying soon because you're running out. I mean, like, you don't want to make any lows lower than 59.5. I mean, I think you would want to make it a higher low just because of accumulation. So if this was to happen, which, like, I don't know, that, right? And I'll just show you, I guess, if you want to see it. Just like a textbook example, like literally from the internet. Talking about this right here. Oh, let me try to find a Wow, 8. Okay, talking about right here. This is the potential structure and development that we just don't know yet. It's just too soon, but my God, we're running out of room, right? Where you have, you have a drawdown, but you're in a long-term uptrend, and you have one valley, then a peak, then a second valley that's higher than the previous one, then a second peak, which is the confirmation line, right? You anchor a horizontal line from that second peak for the confirmation line. That's how you know the breakout's occurring, and that's what would give the validity to this potential pattern to make it a real pattern. All right, so you second peak, then the third valley, and that is what we're looking for here. We're looking for market participants to come in one more time and give us what we want. All right, we need this. You see it? One valley, a peak, one peak, second valley, second peak, third potential valley. We need the valley girls to come in. Okay, so I guess we'll move on to Ethereum, that also didn't fare too well today, but is doing better than Bitcoin. Yes, an outperformer of Bitcoin continues to outperform, and there's almost the argument that you could say that's got a 3 rising valleys potentially. I don't know. I think you need to go a little bit lower to make it proportionate, but maybe not, because it's so powerful. And look what's happened. You went up and you went down and you tested this high from October 29th as support. Although what would happen if it truly did pivot here, it'd make bullish convergence, no hidden divergence of any sort. It's okay. Remember, this thing is arguably in price discovery, where there is nothing looking left at all, because these are your high. You've never spent any time. I mean, you've spent maybe a couple days above $4,440. So this is the longest you've ever spent at these levels, for sure. Yep. I mean, you spent like a day or a few days up near 4,200, 4,400 back in May. And, it had been resistance, 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 and then became support. So, yeah, Bitcoin catches any bids. Ethereum's probably going to go to all-time highs, $5,000, 5,100, fib extensions, psychological resistance, and 6K is the 1.618 fib extension. I mean, all Bitcoin has to do is just bullishly sneeze, and Ethereum's just going to outperform it and keep rolling like crazy. Yeah, that's all it's doing, just back testing that level. And let me show you something, okay? If you want to see like kind of what Ethereum did the last cycle, just for the sake of clarity, take a look here. We're looking at Ethereum finally breaking above its all-time high, and then it almost like ran up again September 3rd, but pulled back at the 886. That made sense. Bullish 5.0 and it's up again. So look what happened back in 2017. It's very similar. All right, very, very, very similar. Look at this. Okay, tell me true, right? It's like the May high, and then the 886, this one went like 95% or something, and then it sold off again. But then look what happened in November of 2017. It's November of 2021, and everything's bullish. Look, it broke out, and then late November, it back tested that zone, that inflection point, as a support, not once, but actually twice. And that is what ushered in, after that confirmation that what was once resistance is support, the last part of the cycle began, where Ethereum, after that successful backtest, appreciated in value 240% in 36 days. So it's pretty good. All right, so similarities are very real right now from Ethereum from 2017 to Ethereum now, right? But you haven't really back tested that first high yet. You were close, but you didn't. Right? You never actually back tested any part of it. I mean, you did. You really did. I mean, a couple days, 2 days you did that, but it was at the candle close, never the wick high like we did in 2017. That'd be 43.84. You haven't touched that yet. So maybe you do if Bitcoin doesn't catch the bids. But again, what we're thinking here, if this shows up, man, we are in like insanely good position where it was a good argument, and now it would be like a pristine argument if this holds, if we pivot here. All right, so someone call up the composite operator, let them know we just need to do one more thing before moon, and it's just pivoting right here to usher in the hidden bullish divergence on the third valley, you know, of the accumulation structure. All right, so that's kind of it for Ethereum. If you want to, well, there's no choice. It's mandatory. You must sit through this and watch me say,
I like turtles.
That's right. This is an I like turtles indoctrination camp. Not turtles, but totals, total market cap. That, you know, yesterday had its highest daily candle close of all time and its highest intraday price action ever. Still well above the old all-time high back from May 12th, and still the target, like fib extensions, is like 2.97 to $3 trillion. That's it. I mean, sure, you could pull back here and get a true back test of this inflection zone, right, that goes back to April 16th. If things get bad, sure, that could happen. Gotta extend these out. Yeah, you pull back or not, and I mean, again, you're just at a point where anything above 2.579 trillion is really good, where you run the chance of seeing $3 trillion market cap, which means Bitcoin has pivoted and is running to 65K. Ethereum's at all-time highs probably already. That's probably what's going on if you're continuing to these fib extensions, the major ones. All right, down 2% today. That's it. All right, so what happened today? Well, besides stocks, that's my single largest equity holding, having one of its best days ever. I mean, OMG, holy crap. Remember, I mean, spring back test to spring on the 4-hour, but on the daily, back testing the old high from May 7th as support, not once, October 10th, but twice, October 29th. And on a confirmation low of what was once a resistance and support, market participants gained the confirmation they needed to take their longs, to place their bets, and here you are. I mean, you're 1 hour and 31 minutes until your highest daily candle close since April of 2018. You've already tested inflection point where traders settled up at their highest point back then. Well, this is where I had plotted this. December 16th, 2017 was the first time. It was a huge run up. Traders settled up at that point in a major reversal, and ever since then, everything correlated to that level because it was the initial one, right? It was a support once, it was resistance, it upthrusted, it was resistance again. Traders never settled up higher than that point. That was it, and here we are again. We just tested it today. We tested it again today. Entry around 925, 950, I believe. You could imagine this level at 1846 being something, right? Yes. 1846. Yeah, 1850, whatever. Here's the thought process. It was purely momentum driven. It was based on historical evidence. All right, that was why this long was here, because you were back testing.
Luna Kings.
What's up, Colorado Trader, man? Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. It's like mooning today. It's like breaking out price discovery stuff. Thanks, dude. All right, so the thought process behind OMG, it was not the best idea, I don't think. It was not like the best trade setup in terms of lowest risk areas, but it was an area where you could strategize, stop, and it was because look left, right? This was posted September 12th. So that one time huge
Dash.
Why y'all wait until I'm doing a trade setup like biopsy? Why don't y'all do it while Bitcoin's being... Thank you. All right, yeah, we'll look at Dash. Thank you for 20. Okay, so like, right? Created a support here. Support, support. Resistance, resistance. Support, support. Look what happens when you regard that level as support multiple times. Oh my God, insane markup. Look what happened. Again in history, huge markup. Look, again, huge markup. And then it became resistance much later after the cycle had ended and we were going into a bear market. Multiple times resistance. So if you're trying to tell me we're back, momentum's bullish, we're in a long-term uptrend now, and you're back testing that as support, fine. Anything above this level is good. Anything below it, I don't want anything to do with it, because historically it's not good when you fall below it. But we knew it was like a steel wall of support. And so finally, as of like today, what's happened? Yeah, and you almost got there like October 4th, 5th, and it had to pull back, and it was so close. And now we've done it, right? It's like pretty much officially been achieved. So Jesus chimes on OMG. Patience, the patient man or woman won, and there's still more targets to come. Like, right? $20 and $25. This is what happens, Larry. Yep. Major inflection points. Historical significance. You can't ignore that stuff. Clues of what could be coming next. Okay. So that's OMG that pumped tremendously. Here's an asset that did something really, really cool. Not just once. This was here. This was identified. Patrons, I mean, last month, you know, October 6th and then October 13th. Spring back test of spring behavior, and then moon. And then what did it do? It hit an inflection point from June 17th, that wick high, and reversed. And where did it reverse to? It all the way back down to the old level that was once resistance became support. And now it's working on a bullish and golden candle on the daily that could take it all the way back up to like 93 cents. Keep, you know, educational, man. It's like one time and then two times. It may not happen, but like it looks like momentum shifting after that crazy run, and you held resistance as support. It's not bad. Okay. So VeChain is doing things, right? VeChain is like 1 hour and 27 minutes away from its highest 4-hour candle close since September 7th, multi-month highs on this time scale. Same type of stuff's going on that we think could be happening on Bitcoin, where, yeah, inverted head and shoulders, but like what? I mean, I can identify 2 peaks and then 3 valleys, kind of. Classic accumulation structure. VeChain's had this before, this pattern before. So you think if this is really going on here, this thing going to 20, 25 cents for sure. Yeah, I mean, like this right here.
Thanks, Mitch.
What's up, dude? John. Yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you, man. Sure. I mean, VeChain is just poised. It's like breaking above the major level, and then there's a couple up thrusts. Like there's one little peak right here. It seems like it's been regarded before multiple times. April 10th, right? You had it again June 4th, and then once more September 7th, and actually recently, even here, October 27th. So you break this, it's gone, dude. Like it's going to be a blue sky breakout, almost pseudo price discovery, because of the price action correlation above this level is straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So I think it goes straight up to 20 plus cents if this, if you break it, and you're just butting up, hugging it, right? Hugging it after what? I mean, you tested it and failed, but all that happened was old resistance became support, another higher low, and now you're right back at it. So it's like absorption of remaining supply could be going on VeChain right now. And once it breaks, don't be surprised if you have a headline day on VeChain where it's on the thumbnail, or we release an NFT of VeChain or something like that. Just don't be surprised, because you're like at those levels where it could, boom, moon. On the cusp of a breakout, man. Okay, another one that looks great right now is GRT. Oh man, even on the 4-hour, it's stupid. It's like a momentum shifting structure. I'm not calling it inverted head and shoulders. I'm not calling it anything. I'm just calling it, wow, insanely good looking price action, where this thing's probably going to 133 next. I mean, you're all these higher lows, the same sell wall. Once it's broken, boom, 133, 150, 170. It will melt faces eventually. Like this thing's just been so slow going. Yeah, it's like a boomer coin. But remember, you just have to go to the weekly to gain all the clarity you need. Okay, this is it. This is implying that right here on this weekly time scale, I think GRT, however long it takes the cycle, when we get near the end of the cycle, you'll be at 230 plus. Yep. You'll be at like $2.30 plus near or by the end of this cycle. That's it. Okay. GRT. Incredible. Also, something insane that happened I forgot to talk about is we have hit 1,000 patrons, chat, officially on the dot. Not one higher. I think has changed. I don't think it has. Oh, well, never mind. We have now have 1,002 patrons, chat. We did it, men, woman.
Breaking out of defending triangle. Tie.
Yeah, Neo was like an M shape, right? Like a Gartley or Bat or something. I looked at it earlier today. I posted in Patreon, you know, in the Discord. So we did it, man. I think that's crazy. Jesus Chimes, thank you all so much for the support. I'm doing all I can to provide you with all the value, right? Like all I can do is like post trade setups almost like daily, you know, like scan charts, post charts daily, live stream I'm doing everything I can, right, to make you happy if you are a patron. And hopefully that's going all right. So thanks. Yeah, GRT weekly moon in time. It just might take a minute. If you're patient, you could definitely win here. Okay, that's been the case though, right? Yep. And then yeah, like dude, just 4 hours, so stupid. Local price actions, unbelievably bullish on GRT right now, where it's just like, oh, I won't be surprised if like in the next few days this happens. Like I'm just not going to be surprised. It's like you're just running out of supply and just people keep buying this asset. There are just too many higher lows. You get a nice little pullback here, and now locally just a low, the same low, and then a higher low, and now you're starting to rally, and you're getting above that 236 fib extension, and there's really just almost nothing left, and you go to 133 plus. What is that? What is like 133 from here? I mean, like the upside potential still, like right now, you're still like 25+% upside, like right now in GRT. So, and then having a stop loss probably just below 93.5 cents would probably suffice, and you could probably get away with it. Yep. It's like that's just the momentum is really strong on this one right now. Okay. Okay. All right. Whoops. Sorry, that freezes when I do that. Well, yeah, we could go all day on this. We gotta go, man. We gotta go to NVIDIA. Oh, come on, dude.
Hey, Mitch. Will you look at the floppy/WETH chart on TradingView? Looking poised to run again. Bull flag and possible harmonic. Thanks.
I guess, dude. I mean, if you want to look at some trash loser coin, sure, on Binance Smart Chain, that's like another Shiba knockoff crap. Whatever, man. Sure. Thanks, dude. I appreciate the contribution. I'm just like, so over all these people that's creating scam coins, and they go all in on marketing to get other people to pump it and dump it. It's just like so dumb, dude. I mean, there's no technical analysis. It's just all crap, man. Right? Oh, I can strategize NVIDIA, right? Oh, a bullish Gartley at its pattern completion zone, morning star, daily, or like the 4-hour 200 moving average. There's bullish divergence on the daily, man. Okay, just like Tesla, you could strategize it. It was awesome. And look at it, man. It hit $314 roughly today at its highest point. Did have a really big pullback, you know, to close. But, you know, day traders taking profit. And you just got to wonder, is this some sort of breakaway gap with this high volume? And we're talking the volume height. The most volume you've seen since September of 2020. So it's been over a year. And that was selling volume. This is buying volume. Gotta wonder how high this will go. I'm really excited to see. Well, yeah, people say it's overbought, it's overpriced. It's like, maybe it's not. Yeah, dude. Oh, GME and AMC and meme stocks. Oh yeah, let's say they're cool, but like, yeah, not something that just makes billions of dollars. Like, and is like has the patent on the GPU, is involved deeply in artificial intelligence and virtual reality, electric vehicles, all those things like that are going to be huge. There's going to be huge growth year over year in those subsectors, like 50% upside every year, according to ARK Investments. All right, so this is the right. Hey, I got rich on the gold rush. Well, who really got rich in the gold rush? Those who supply the shovels. Well, NVIDIA is supplying all the shovels for this new world of metaverse and crypto, all that stuff. Well, that's not so new, but they're extremely established and they have the best technology. So, okay. Anyway, that's it. Hey, another one that was amazing. Lisa Su, I love her, right? I mean, this is another one that's killing it. They're like, hey, I love GPUs, I love NVIDIA, I love CPUs, I love AMD, which also does not as good GPUs. They're still okay, but like, look at this, all-time highs, 137.52, and just closed. Highest 4-hour candle close ever, highest daily candle close ever, overbought. Yeah, pullback. This is a trade setup that was successful and it's continuing up.
Charger slipped 21 tip $25. Yo brother, can you take a look at bond/USD? I don't think it's actionable, but wondering if you like it above 27.8 with the hidden dub. Also was at a rising 3 methods yesterday at supporter 2 scuffed. Much love, cheers. Clinking beer mugs.
What's up, LMNP? Yeah, we'll look at it, dude. Thanks. Put on the list. That, probably going to be shorter than yesterday. Because, right, Bitcoin's down $1,600, so everyone's, you know, I don't know, like, curled up in their room in a fetal position right now. It's dumping, man. Like, people were, like, literally, like, panicking about Bitcoin marginally pulling back. Like, I can't even imagine what's going to happen to them if we get a 30% drawdown in Bitcoin. Like, they will lose their minds. Extremely emotional. That's what these things, these cycles usher in these people, though.
From 2.4.
Yeah, Egg. We'll look at FTM. All right, thanks, man. For sure. Yeah, I know people saw it. Yeah, not trading in the zone, not being in the zone. Or just like, it's not, is it even about that? It's just more about, wow, you children of summer, right? That's what it is. They are sweet children of summer, and they were ushered in by the sun rays and the temperature, and when winter comes, they will be eaten by the White Walkers, ice spiders and stuff, right? I don't know. You get it. Hey, John, thanks so much for joining the Patreon. Let's go, dude. Let's go, man. Thank you. Please be sure to sing the Patreon on the Discord. You gotta do that. Thanks. Clinking beer mugs. All right. AMD. And then, hey, Qualcomm, dude. Earnings, you know, whatever. This is a coin flip. It flipped up. It flipped heads and went berserk, right? But it was pretty cool where it was. You know, we had identified like a bullish kind of alternate bat here at a critical ice line back from September 2020. And then, you know, support. And then it fell below it, then sprung. It didn't really back test this. I mean, it technically did with one candle. All right, look at this on the 4 hour, how insane it is. You had a morning star, then you gapped up, and then you back tested the level as support. And that was it, man. That was your only form of confirmation before this thing went rallying. And then just... It closed yesterday at the 200 moving average on the 4 hour and just gapped up 12.73%. Literally the second top gainer. You know, you had Etsy that was the top gainer on the S&P today. Dude. Like, just crazy, man. I mean, you're talking, look at that. You were below the inflection point at the top of the range. You just broke out. Earnings did it, man. There have been some good earnings, and there have been some devastating earnings, like Peloton down like 25% after hours today. Killed Pinterest too. They got wrecked. I think they may came back. Noise. May have come back, whatever.
Hi Mitch, could you look at OMI/USDT? Triple bullish divergence on MACD plus 3 rising valleys. Found support on the 50-day MA. And seems to also be holding a parabolic structure since end of September. Thanks.
What's up, Magic Man? Thank you, dude. We're shake and bake. Cake and bake. Speaking of cake, it's bacon, right? You know, because Talladega Nights or whatever. Okay, so I don't know. If you talk about, hey, right, in ways, right, in similar fashion, Etsy, and you're looking at VeChain, right? You tell me. I know earnings, right? I get earnings and stuff, right? But like, classic accumulation structure after a little drawdown. Bitcoin got the drawdown, and then the pattern's developing. 1, 2, 3. And now it's like the breakout of this structure was 227. It broke out. So, I mean, it's hard to play that because of earnings. Because it could have just as easily dumped, you know? So that though right there chat, is what you always want to see. The little drawdown, the 3 valleys, and then moon. Watch this. Look at this. Go to Micron. Micron technology. Yeah, don't worry about it now. But I'm talking about back here, right? You have yourself a little drawdown, and then 1 valley, a 2nd valley, a 3rd valley. And then on the 3rd valley, the combination of hidden bullish divergence. Oh yeah. Both oscillators, by the way. Class C bullish divergence here, but certainly class A here, where you make a higher low, but it's the 3rd low. The 3rd valley with hidden bullish divergence is the wombo combo. It was at an inflection point too. So was Bitcoin, kind of 61,788. But once you broke that, man, it was gone to another dimension that was like your highest highs from the year 2000. And then it's dumped since then, and it's still crap. I mean, it's trying to get above inflection point, but still well within the parameters of the downsloping channel. You know, Micron, there's semiconductors too. I mean, it is not all hunky-dory in the semiconductors world. Not everything's like AMD and NVDA, but those two are the best, so they're probably going to present the best chart. All right, anyway, just getting off a tangent. It's like the theme of the stream, the 3 valleys, the 3 rising valleys. Okay. I guess we can do this real quick. Do we do it another day, another records? Another day, another record? Yes, certainly. So on its way to the 1.618, 4707 for the S&P 500, right? The 1618. From your high to your low, the golden mean ratio, this little blue line's not very visible. It's pretty dark on the screen, but that's what it's headed to probably. And that is certainly where maybe a reaction could occur. You are extremely overbought. The S&P 500 today hitting 81.22. The last time the S&P saw 81.22 was back in September of 2020. September of 2020. What a run this had before a huge dump. But then a major double bottom occurred over time, and you went onward and upward. We just went through a 5% correction. So this could continue on, man, because I think it went much higher. Right? Like on the 4 hour, the S&P got to 88 back then before any kind of violent pullback. So beautiful. Money printer go burr. It's not even a joke, man. It's not a meme. Dow Jones did not close at its highest level today, but you know, it just so it underperformed the S&P, but eventually probably run into those same fib levels as the S&P. Nice. NASDAQ Composite, all-time highs, exceeding a 1414 fib extension, testing it for the first time ever too. And that 1618 is 16,152. You think you can get there? After the supply line breakout, after the 5% drawdown, divergence developed, and that was it, man. Got above that level of inflection from July. It's been moon ever since. Wow. And then Russell 2000 has been, I think, kind of the most impressive, because today, what did the Russell 2000 do? It went up and it tested this 1.618 fib extension very fast. Well, the harmonic. Right, this is a bearish butterfly, almost a bearish deep crab. It doesn't matter because, like, it hit the maximum threshold of the butterflies pattern completion zone, and the deep crab is the 1618 anyways. So that's literally it. I mean, let's just say this is a deep crab that hit the PCZ, the 1618. It reacted, and that's it so far. There's no edge on the 4 hour, but there you have it, man. It's like, let's see what happens here on small caps that are at their highest levels ever right now. Awesome. Okay, so I guess we'll get into these, like, what, 4 or 5 requests? That's about it, right? Okay. No one cares about you shilling your S-Coin, dude. Like, no one cares. Yeah, dude, guess what? Binance Smart Chain scrubs are going to create coins to try to pump and dump. Wow, congratulations. There was no skill involved with what you did. You just went to the roulette table and you bought. Congrats. And maybe you won this time. But if you do what you're trying to do a million times, you're going to lose so bad. You're going to lose it all. You're going to the roulette table. We're all in the same casino. We all walk in the casino. You can go play poker and blackjack, maybe blackjack, and play the games of skill, or you can walk to the roulette table and the slot machines and play the game of trash S coins on the Binance Smart Chain. Enjoy, dude. No one cares. Okay, first request. So Luna, yep, nice engulfing candle in the last 4 hour close, and the diamond pattern ended up being, we don't have this neutral pattern. It's like symmetrical triangle. Trend was really bullish. You just don't know. Got really close to the apex and broke out, up, not down. So measured move up is $53.58. It's very close. There's nothing looking left. It would be weird maybe to not hit it. Like, what else is there? I mean, we could use Fibonacci, but I think it lines up with a fib node, like at least the 1414, right? From the high of the harmonic to the low point. Oh my God, it lines up perfectly with the 1.272, literally to a T. So that is the target, undeniably where you are. Just a couple more dollars, and it'll be there. And that's just exceptional performance from Luna and Sol. There are a few that are just really, really good. Matt H, thanks so much for joining the Patreon, dude. Much love, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. So that's all I can tell you, man. It's like, it was there. There was gonna be resolution, because the closer you get to the end or the apex of that diamond, the higher the probability is there will be resolution, whether breakout or down.
Thanks, smile. 0.00441021 ETH.
I guess, dude. Thanks. I appreciate the contribution, but you're missing the point. Anything to wrapped ether, man, it's just like, what a joke. There's your Luna. Next one was Dash. That is fine. I don't care if it's down 1.43% today. Go to the daily. Daily's all you need to know. Daily's really easy. Anything above 176, 181, you're bullish as F. Yep, forget about it. One just owns this asset between 180 and 190, where it is now, and just lets it ride. Okay? What's happened historically at this level? Insane things. Okay. Now you run up, you're gonna test 211. But all right, I don't really care. The momentum is bullish here. It's not bearish. We're making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. Look at the macro. Look what's going on. Right? That is why I'm not that concerned about 211. I think that thing, when it breaks, it's going to go insane. I think you're going to have a headline day for Dash, and it's going to run to 280, and you're going to be like, no one told me about Dash. I can't believe this. And it's like, dude, anything above 176, 181 is super bullish. 280. $400 targets on this. Okay, now you fall below 176, that invalidates the entire argument that's been presented via technical analysis that is traditional, right? You're making consecutive higher lows. You've sprung and you back tested the spring. It's time. Like, all you have to do is just want us to be patient if they own this asset. That's all you have to do. Just be patient. Don't worry about it. Thy will be done. All right. Next request. What the? Sorry. Wrong button there. God. Yeah, so like, it's unfortunate, unless Bitcoin catches vids in the next hour, you're not going to be having any argument for even the development of hidden bullish divergence. You must lose your negative momentum. You just get like you see these waning levels, the white, the lighter red. You need that consecutively to be able to form some sort of argument for hidden divergence. It's just still building at its highest level since October 28th. So you got this. Something's got to give, man. If you want the potential 3 rising valleys to actually happen, the pivot has to be soon. Because you don't want to see Bitcoin going down to test these levels again if you want that structure to be valid. Okay. That's it for Dash, though. Bentley, Governor Bentley. Yep, I mean, 1 inch coin, we looked at it yesterday, I believe it was a request. And it looks just fine. Like we're talking about omitting the insane psycho wick and just, it makes sense here. Like you're in a long-term uptrend. If you use that first wick, you know, it's a perfect Gartley and it's like trying to reaction low, reversal low. It's trying to bottom out here. I mean, it's almost, this is like a form of confirmation. Like one low and then a second low. I mean, this is, if it holds here and starts pivoting and rallying, I mean, this is it. Like this is the end of consolidation at this level where it will run up to 524 and then 633 and then maybe even beyond. It's already successfully back tested the inflection point from history. Market participants already know it was a support. It did that October 26th before it went insane, but then it pulled back, lost a lot of its value, 80% of its value to be pretty precise, even maybe a little more with the wick. But this is it. I mean, bullish pattern and bullish trend with bullish confirmation, bullish convergence / almost divergence. I mean, it's pretty freaking good. Like it was good on the first one, started rallying, but now it might be even better. Right? Look what it's doing locally. It's like back testing this level, and it's trying to look at all the touches you're getting from that high from October 21st. All those touches. Spring back test of spring locally. 1 inch coin looks, I mean, potentially set up for 524, 633, and maybe even higher. Okay, sure. The next one was Neo, not the S coin, but the S stock that is Chinese. Pretty amazing M shape, held these inflection points, and look at that spring back test on November 1st. God. And now it's running. I mean, your first target, if you're talking about targeting for harmonics, is 46.65. I would just say probably right here. This peak, 46.15. All right, resistance, 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 probably resistance again. And then if you break that, I mean, you're thinking the target's the top of the harmonic around $55 or $57, whatever. Nice, really, really nice stuff on Neo here. Beautiful M shape. Gotta love how it pivoted there, but that's it. It's well off like the best levels, like right, the closer you are to the inflection points, the lower the risk is, the easier it is to strategize your stop loss and entries. If you're up here, it's much harder, much more difficult. You're well off all major inflection points for strategic opportunity for long, right? But it can, that's what I'm like, okay, the M shape presents itself at some point, bottoms out, and then this happens like over and over and over again. We look for assets that do this. Nice. There's your Neo, NIO. What's up, Dr. Colossus? Thanks, man, for the freaking 50 Blue Ridge Chickens. Whatever.
Hey Mitch, can you check out UTK/USD? Thanks, man.
We will do it. Highest contribution of the day. Much love. Next one was ugh. Oh, even more so. Ugh. It consolidated. It broke out. Yeah, I mean, this was requested, so it's at the top of a range. Yeah, it looks. Oh, it's trying to bottom out. But, I mean, if you were to ask me, it probably would have been better at 430 whatevers. I'll just tell you, all I can do is tell you, like, if you can break out above 786.
Takafu tip $21.21. Hey Mitch, I took a shot on that OMG trade, $9.05 entry. Played the patient man's game and reaping the rewards. Thank you for all your time in building this community. Kangs, can we look at Rune USD please? Join the Patreon or the free Discord.
Thank you, Tukafu, man, for the advocacy for joining the community in general, but being a patron for sure. Thank you, man, and congrats on the tendies for the patient person. The patient people get the tendies. All right. So all I can tell you is if you break all-time highs, your first target's 896, then 953, and then a 1.618, it's 1,036 wrapped ways. That's it. I mean, it looks like it's trying to bottom out. It ran up, tested resistance, pulling back. If it can just make a higher low here, it's going to test 716, 786 again and probably break out and run to higher levels. But it's not a value area. It's a wrapped ether pair. Well, you know, whatever.
SLP, please, man.
Looks okay. Accumulation. It's almost like ascending triangle behavior. Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. Thank you, Charizard. We'll look at it. Sure. Yes, Doge is still valid. I still own Doge. Not a massive, I mean, like, depends who you are. I mean, it might be a massive position to you, but like, percentage-wise, it's not. And it's just for the memes and the technicals. Doge is still certainly valid. Has it fallen below 23 cents yet? Let me check and make sure. On Doge, could someone give me an update on Doge? No, it's at 26 cents still, so it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, 3 pennies. Next request was the name's Bond, James Bond. Bond's great. I mean, besides its extreme illiquidity, anything above 27.57 is bullish as F. You have to be, and it's strategic for an entry too, right? Anything, I know, I get it. Like, you don't have to take action on this asset, but you will, if you're smart, take heed of the education that it would try to give us, right? And which is what it's. Well, I mean, you can see historical price action, and we know if the asset holds above $28 long enough, it goes straight up $37. Easy. 4.05 to 1 reward to risk. If you fall below 26.73, you probably don't want to own the asset because it has a, you know, it normally historically dumps to much lower prices. So that is a way to size it up. You could try to say it's like complex inverse head and shoulders. I mean, the lowest low, now higher lows. I mean, that's an argument for potential structure. But again, I don't really care about that because of looking left. This is all I need to know. This zone here, you're above it. You have to be bullish on this asset. The lows down here, the higher low again, and now higher lows once more. Accumulation, chat, is happening on this asset, and this is a great way to size it up if one wanted to. That's it.
It's China to me, China.
Doge is making a 3 rising method on the 2-day smile. Also, if you hear from the man upstairs, you didn't see me. 0.015850000 LTC.
Things come on. Sorry about your stroke, man. Oh, it smells like burning hair.
Hi Mitch, can you
What's up, Jill?
look at Pong Atari?
Pong F. Wow, Atari. Yeah, we'll look at that. Sounds fun. Okay, everyone understand. Like, you don't have to take action on this by any means, but this is, you will become learned. You will, like, be, if you're exposed to this channel long enough, you're just gonna know, because you just hear me talking about it and keep watching, and you're just gonna keep seeing it, and you're just gonna get better, and there's nothing you can do about it. So that is the argument for Bond. It's pretty good right here. Pretty freaking good. I mean, it's like trade setup worthy, like where I could post it, like for patrons. It's just so illiquid. I mean, like, we've dealt with it before. I think it did moon and then dumped and stuff before, right? What would your second target be on this illiquid S coin? Probably that high from, you know, why not? You know, you just go 2 targets here. You do 37.86 and 43.87, and that's it. I mean, that's makes extreme amounts of sense. Too much. We'll just do it. Why not, man? Do it live. Okay. So it's like kind of technical indicators, spring back test of springs, trend analysis, maybe chart patterns. You could click it or not, whatever. It's pretty bread and butter, cut and dry. It's almost the same argument as the OMG trade. It really is, man. Yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention all the new patrons that joined in between yesterday's stream and this one. So Darkonius, Sean, Anonymous, Random, New Yorker, Marco L. Wait, why are you posting those? You posted them yesterday. Vaton, David H, Mark F, Mark F is the 1000th patron. Tudor, JK, and Doozen J. Thank y'all for joining the Patreon. Okay. Much love. So you go to the Patreon, the Discord, or be destroyed. Thank you. All right, have an alert set up on Bond so we know when it moons in seconds, because that's all it does. Is like when it does launch, it scam wicks most of the time. God. Okay. Moving on. Next request was this. It was what is it? Phantom to Bitcoin, man. I mean, it's been going insane, right? The daily on this. I mean, anytime you post a chart like this, is like I mean, what are you saying? Double bullish divergence on FTM on the 4 hour. Well, the hidden, 4 hour or the daily could be starting to, it could be beginning its hidden bullish divergence development after trying to hold above the high, that wick high from September 9th, right? Trying to hold it. That'd be really good if it did. Hey, Dr. Colossus, man. You got $100 on the day now. Thank you, dude. Session Tom Jesus, by far.
Can you and Crown please sort out a live stream together? It's long overdue, man! Exclamation mark. Both you guys are genuinely helping everyone change their lives through education. Make it happen, dude.
Thanks, Dr. Colossus. Well, I know he's a busy guy, and I got nothing but respect for him. And yeah, I would not have a problem with it at all. It'd just be, you know, I told him if he ever wants to do it, all he has to do is just reach out, and we'll do it. That's it. That's all that has to happen. But if he doesn't reach out, then it's like whatever. It's all good either way. In the end, what's most important is he continues live streaming and educating me too, right? That's the most important thing.
Possible. Thank you, Mitch.
What's up, Mick? GRT? Yeah. Well, we did look at GRT already today, Mick, but we can go back to it. All right. So if you look at FTM to BTC, trying to engulf here, 5.72 up on the day. It's outperforming Bitcoin like crazy, and that could continue, but it's certainly not at value areas for a long or something to strategize. Right? I don't know. What was the point of requesting this? Yeah, it breaks 45.35. It's probably going right back up to 5,320 sats or whatever it is. Held that 200 moving average. Yeah, there was certainly bullish divergence on the MACD like crazy, and it's starting to play out. Testing that 200 moving average for the first time since October 16th. And that, yeah, once it breaks 45.35, it could go again. It could continue up. It's a really bullish trend. That's certain, right? Yeah. Okay, next request was... So, there's always these Nigerian scammers that fake talk to people, to bots, to try to get you to think that they're legit. And this scammer's name is David Larry. Not Larry David, but David Larry. Wow. Oh my God, where were you? Why'd you not ask about this freaking coin on Halloween, man? I just don't like, I can't monitor all these, and you got all these requests coming in, and it's like, well, look what happened on the 4 hour on Halloween. This was here. And it's like, if you would have requested it, if I would have scanned it, I don't, because there's too many thousands of assets. I'd have been like, dang, dude, look at this beautiful structure in development. But no, you're asking about it after it's broken out, after it's up 5% today, or really, it's up like 20% since it made sense to really be looking at this asset for like, whoa, potential structure and development. Oh yeah. So it's continuing its ascent, and I think it's probably headed to 9.1 tenths of 1 cent. But this is the one we've been looking at on the daily, right? No, I think, oh yeah, there was hidden bullish divergence. Okay, that would have strengthened the argument. So when we did look at this, we looked at the daily, and this was here. And now you're showing your first level of positive momentum since October 14th. And this would probably continue. And I think your target, if this stays the same, is going to be, again, 9.1 tenths of 1 cent. Right? That candle high close. But above that is like 1.2 cents. Back from March 28th. This thing's really bullish right now, and it's playing out. What's up, Austin Lee? What's up, Jay Nathan? Thanks for the 20. Yeah, Wood Casper.
$26.61. Hey Mitch, I need a break from studying bonds and yields for work. Yuck. Can we look at Have? Also, the Japanese candle canvas print is awesome. Peace.
Awesome.
0.131230000 LTC.
Thanks for the Litecoin, Austin, man, and I'm glad you're enjoying your merchandise. Yeah, the canvas print's amazing. It's extremely educational too, but it's nice art, you know. Thank you, dude. We will look at Lind or Abe. How can you say it's a cup with handle? Where is the? It would be up here, right? You too many times people misidentify what a cup with handle is. Cup with handles aren't right. Like you can't be like, oh, it's cup with handle because of this. This isn't really like the swing high. If you were anything, if it was anything, it would be running up here, and it'd be one part of it, the top of the cup on the left side and the top of the cup on the right side, and then right, like when you consolidate bullishly, then you could say cup with handle. But this is not a cup with handle at all. No, doesn't mean it can't keep going higher for deep retraces and all that 886s, but no, it's not. Right, like let's see. I mean, just for instance, it's like, right, anytime an asset's like that, that is not a cup with handle. You're wrong. It's not a cup with handle ever. Okay, it doesn't line up at. It's not even close. Right, not a cup with handle. What is a cup with handle, or potential cup with handle? Okay, now we're talking. Right, now we're talking cup with handle because it lines up. This is no, and this is yes. All right. You're just way too shallow. No. Moving on. I mean, yeah, nice trend. Dude, again, you're asking about something called burn to wrapped ether, ash to wrapped ether. Sure, I mean, the trend is, it's uptrending right now. I don't know how to, like, what are the inflection points? They're just, it's just crap, man. It's a crap chart. They all are mostly. But like what? You got a resistance, certainly at whatever this number is, 8.7 something something, okay? And you have, I guess, you now have higher lows. You could try to argue that this is showing accumulation structure, right? It's like a ascending triangle. So there is someone that has sell orders at this number, whatever it is, and you know, buyers relent, it sells off it just to make another higher low, and it's rallying again, and it's probably going to test that 8.7 whatever number. If it breaks, I don't see how there's anything that exists on this chart, you know, until 1.5 whatever's up here. Okay, you're talking in these crazy denominations that I'm not even going to spend time trying to decipher. Okay, so if you break this level, you could very well go to this level. It looks like accumulation's going on there. And there's hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Look at this hidden bullish divergence on this asset. I don't know or care what it is, but that's very real. Right, impending price action continuations developing. Right, it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, but just very little data too. So it's kind of like, what can I do? Okay. Next request was for Dr. Colossus Man. It's pretty interesting, I guess. Yeah. It's not bad. Did the full reset, right? Man, and even like, you know, what do you mean reset? Like where it's in an uptrend and it makes the X, the A, the B, right? Whatever. Even candle high close. That did the same thing on OMG. Admitted the crazy psycho scam wicks at the buying climax, you know, and it worked out just fine there. Sure. But like, look, what 88% retrace, you know, stuff like that. It is probably literally. Let me just use the tool. All right, the cipher tool when you have a higher high harmonic. Yeah, it is an 886. See, it's about 3% different. That's why you want to use it. So yeah, oh my God, bottom down and it's in an uptrend, right? Anything above 28.98 cents, you're bullish because that's the level of inflection. It was created back in October last year. Then it was a support in February of this year. Then you can clearly see all the consolidation there, and we're above it again, right? And you could just add right here that little candle low close. And you're holding that as support, and now you're starting to show higher lows again locally, right? One low and then maybe a second low here. And if this keeps up, you probably will just run to 70 cents again on UTK. It's kind of tough right here to, has it made that swing low yet? Is it holding? I don't know. It looks like it's trying to, you know, one low, rallies, it sells off, makes it a substantially higher low. The previous low. It looks like it's trying to hold like this level right here, this little swing high from May 27th. Maybe if it can hold that, I think like the upside is high. There's a lot of upside on this asset. It's in a long-term uptrend, undeniably, right? And now it's pivoting, reaccumulating, and there's just when reaccumulation finishes up, and then they run again to wherever the trend is. The trend's up, so it's probably just going to run to 70 cents again in time if you're patient. You know, if something bad happens on Bitcoin, sure, no, but like if Bitcoin does what we're thinking it very well could do right here, then yeah, this thing's got, you know, just like many others, there's tremendous opportunity. Sure. But the whole point is like, hey, be a participant in crypto. Not like the scam coins, the ones that actually have data where we can present an argument via technical analysis. Not, oh my God, I'm in Shiba, Tesla, Elon, smorgasbord coin, dude. Yeah, dude, I can't wait. It's gonna moon. Based on literally nothing, just trash, and they want you to buy in just so they can dump on your head. It's so stupid. Like at least like Ethereum's like an actual platform that exists, and there's revolutionary inventions that have occurred on it. Oh, that I can get behind that. Bitcoin's like being adopted by actual governments. I can get behind that. I can't get behind something that was created on a scam platform for scammers, where there's nothing but just a pump and dump and marketing, trying to make people be the greater fool. Okay. Yeah, VeChain is doing things. We already talked about it. Yeah, VeChain's probably going to 25 cents in time. Yeah. Just like this is probably going to 70 cents again. UTK. Yeah. All right. Ruin. Probably looks okay, man. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and, well, it did. It did look good, right? Look what happened, chat. The things that some of them are presenting themselves literally right now as I'm speaking to you. Some have hit and played out a few days ago, yesterday, 5 days ago. And then this one, though, just happened to play out in mid-October. Fast Freddy, what's up, dude? Yeah, we'll look at ATVI. Oh, it's devastated, dude. Wrecked. Yeah, no harmonic would save you, and that's why, right? Oh my God, Qualcomm pumped on earnings. It's like, great, dude. You flip a coin, it lands on tails, it dumps that same amount. Anything. Doesn't matter. Anything. So, we got to do a biopsy here on Rune because there's just really, it's reversing at literally the perfect area where it should probably pull back or reverse, right? Look at your chart. It's inflections. I'll plot the gray for you so you can see it. This has been here since it was created in April. You get it? An asset falls below critical inflection point, does a full reset in an uptrend, substantially higher lows when it bottoms out. Then it rallies above an inflection point. Even here, like back in August, this sprung, it back tested the spring in a big markup, but it just couldn't really get enough bids. Bitcoin stalled out and it dumped, but it came right back down to that same level. The same level, and never fell below it, but it was easily, there was an easy way to strategize an entry and a stop loss, which is exactly what we do here. Okay. So good stuff was, you bottomed out a couple times. I think locally you zoom in, really nice little double bottom there, but on the daily, not really significant. And then you look here, it's just like a confirmation low, and there was so much demand that market participants could not push the asset down to that inflection point again because it had already successfully backtested it. But this was the confirmation low, it seems, they needed before they ran the price up all the way to the next major level. And now it's reversing, right? A bearish engulfing kind of tweezer top yesterday and immediate fall to price action. This could continue to pull back till when? I mean, probably like there's a swing low here from April 25th, clearly inflection, right? August 24th, September 4th, and then support October 27th. That's an area where it could certainly come back to, right? Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. I guess you're trying to hold on to this one high. That one time it didn't go straight up again in 28th. So there's just nothing actionable about this asset right now, but it did perfect things. Next one. Yes, 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 yes. Right? SLP. I mean, are we looking at this like someone's requesting it like every single day? And it finally bottomed out, held above the critical supports, and it rallied. It's up 48% today. At one point, it was up 100%. 100% and ran to what? A level of inflection between 13 and 15 cents, and that's exactly where sell orders were. Duh. And people sold there, had limit sells, and it's pulled back. But dang, you're 36 minutes away from a daily candle close above this other level from September 15th and October 4th. It would be your highest daily candle close since September 6th. Highest volume ever. Bullish engulfing candle. It could just be the beginning. And this could take months, but eventually you think it would rally. It tests those levels again, breaks it, goes to 21 cents, and then beyond to moon. Much later in the cycle probably though. But yeah, I mean, this was something, it was okay. It was still okay, and now it's launched. And this is like things you could think about on GRT and all the other ones. They'll have their day. You just don't know which one, which day.
Hey Mitch, it's great that you draw the line at certain meme coins or Ponzi schemes and tell patrons to avoid them. You say you like coins with real utility and fundamentals. So why don't you say that about Hex, bro?
Okay, I like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think they're really good. I think they're extremely established and their market cap's extremely high. Right? I mean, Hex is a chart. That's all it is to me. Hex is a chart. It was a really good chart for most of the year, and now it's not such a good chart until things change on the chart where you start making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. So don't even be trying to bring up Hex here. Hex in the conversation with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Get out of here, dude. Just get out. That's delusions, man. Hex is Hex, okay? It's not on any real exchange. Most people in the world have never even heard of Hex. It's a chart, and it was a lot of good trade setups on the way up. And the momentum shifted and it's down now, and I'm not worried about it until it starts making consecutive higher highs, higher lows again. That's it. Get out of here with that. Unreal. All right, next request was Atari. Oh my God. But what about Hex? This is so illiquid. But I'm doing what I can. I'll tell you, for its illiquidity, 104,000 volume, you don't want to take action on assets under 1 million volume. That's the rule. That's been the rule. This thing is certainly at levels where, right, lower risk down here for sure. If it wasn't an illiquid asset and had 1 million plus volume and you could see the candles way back in 2018, this is certainly a level that's pretty good where there could be a lot of upside based on historical price action. You got one level at 49.87 cents. If you ever broke that, that's where it could go straight up to $1.13 again. So yeah, Atari is actually interesting chart, but nice divergence too to boot on the daily. Look at this. Dang, man. It's also like, oh, confused.com. I mean, Hex, didn't you get rich on it? $3, man. People are tipping $20 for a Floki coin. This is beautiful. Beautiful little chart here. I can't even believe it, man. You stay above 27.3 cents, you're good. Kind of crazy. Atari. Remember, they're the old, like, pre-Nintendo system.
$33.33. Love you for making the Moon Boys cry. Can you please look at the /USDT?
What's up, John, dude? We'll look at Cardano. Jason, we'll look at HBAR, unless HBAT's the new thing. I'm sure HBAT might exist, dudes. You know? It's on the Binance Smart Chain, man. I agree, Brad. I agree. Yeah, really. We don't know if Hex is a scam. We do not endorse Hex at all. Okay? But the sentiment is we look at the technicals, as none of these projects report earnings or have any correlation between the coin and the business. It is certainly the Wild West,
what
says
do you think
Pros.
about
Yes.
XRP? Maybe it's just me, but I think it's performing different than other assets. Let me know what you think. Kangs.
Sure. And people are like, I get triggered about Hex and stuff. It's like, no, just like, not everyone in the Hex community at all. Okay, I'm not generalizing, but there are just certain communities where there is extreme amounts of toxicity in shilling that coin, where the evangelical behavior is just too high. Where it gets to a point where it's like monopolizes the whole chat. And look, we have to talk about it right now. And it's like, no, man, it's just maybe some people in the community that come here, in our community, that is based on technical analysis, not selling your soul to some S coin, right? I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like not even worth talking about, but people like still want to argue about it. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Guess what? You know what's hilarious? Ethereum and Bitcoin have technical arguments for why we would like them still. Even if we don't even talk about Bitcoin to store value stuff and what governments are doing, adopting it, and Ethereum having revolutionary inventions on it, right? Hex has done neither of those things, okay? It's done nothing compared to those two. You can say it all you want in your own little church, your Hex church, okay? But it's not making higher highs and higher lows, so why would we talk about it right now? Wait till it makes higher highs, higher lows, and reaccumulation, and we'll start talking about it. It's not our fault that you don't know how it works here. And you came in here while Hex was on the way up. So yeah, we liked it because it was making great trade setups and stuff. There was another day where I said, one of these days, these people are going to hate me because it's not going to be making higher highs, higher lows anymore. And we're not going to like it. And they're going to be triggered themselves. All right. The next request was a GRT that we already looked at, but again, all you need to do, yeah, it looks amazing on the 4 hour right now.
Mitch, read my message again. I was saying the absolute opposite, bro.
What about Hex? Hex, you know, your tip, you shouldn't even have brought Hex up. You shouldn't even have put Hex in the TTS, right? It's like so left field. And you pretty much like expose yourself as being a Hex evangelical moon boy when you talk about, when we bring up Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you say Hex. That's like the XRP people. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. It's like, no, not even close. No. Anyway, so GRT is unreal, right? It's like back testing June 3rd's high as support, well above 74 to 81 cents. And you really, I mean, 4 hour and daily look great, but the only thing you need to look at on GRT is the weekly to have conviction on this one, okay, for upside, for a lot more upside. I mean, I think towards the end of the cycle, $2.30 eventually on this asset, okay? Just remember, at one point, this is what the Hex chart looked like, kind of on significant time scales. Forget the stuff on the left, but right here, and I'm like, dang, dude. Trade set up for Hex. It looked so good, man. It was so good, and it played out. It went up 1,000+% when we identified it like this. Okay, but that ran its course. It's over now. So now other assets are setting up similar ways. GRT is one of them. It's beautiful. I mean, come back to me in just a couple months, probably. All right. We already looked at Cardano. We always look at Cardano. Well, no, I think we missed it today because of all the other stuff going on. We'll see. Let's keep going. The next one was... which exchange? Was it this exchange, man? Let's, you know, start between the... What's up, Dr. Colossus, man? Yeah, we'll look at it.
Can you check out ETLD? Beautiful chart and looking super strong. Just broke ETH. Can you check out potential long-term targets? Thanks, man.
Sure. Congrats on EGLD. Remember how it all started, though? A textbook bullish Gartley. At the time, it was like one of the only textbook bullish Gartleys that existed on all charts, because all the other ones, they were all Gartleys, or most of them, but they all went down to 886s. But EGLD, I remember, went just to the 786, and then it just was hanging out for like a month or two, month and a half, and then just boom, one day just gone. And I think it sounds like that fairy tale has continued. So Casper, dude, Casper probably gonna do those reaccumulation going on right now. This thing's probably gonna go test 15-18 cents again, and once it breaks it, boom, 30 cents. Yeah, it's like trying to bottom out here. Yep. I know, there's scan wicks, all that. I won't candle high close. It made more sense. It was perfect. It's playing out so far.
20 to 30% dip early November to flush leverage.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, that didn't really happen on Ethereum. Ethereum didn't have a 30% drawdown, did it? Ethereum broke out and then back tested old all-time highs as support. So maybe Bitcoin does it, but not if this develops, dudes. Not if this is going on. Nah. Not if this pivots here and ushers in hidden bullish divergence. No way. But dude, anything's possible. You get that right. Anything is possible. So yeah, Casper is just looking like one of those that had its dump and is bottoming out, momentum shifting. It's continuously making higher lows. And eventually it's just going to have its day where it just burp. And oh my God, it's up. It's 30 cents. I can't believe it. It's Casper, man. It's back. It's not a ghost anymore. Eventually. But yeah, I think you're where you are now. You're going to have to break 15 to 18 cents. I don't know if that happens, but when or if it does, because all the accumulation, boom, 30 cents. Okay. Yeah, someone in here was like, I quit the Patreon because he gets triggered about Hex. It's like, nope, I get kind of triggered about the insane, you know, the zealots of Hex that try to treat Hex like it's something that it's not. Like it's literally a religion, which is absurd. Cult-like behavior, all right? That's very unhealthy. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and attempt to think that this is not HBAT. This is HBAR that clearly is in a long-term undeniable uptrend and it's just making higher highs, higher lows, just up against support resistance. I mean, if it can hold above 38.6 cents, it's going to go test 42, 43 cents again, and that's the big one. You break 42, 43 cents, boom, 50 cents, boom, 54 cents, like nothing. 50 cents is just psychological. Like if you now have data there, there's no real inflection point there. It's like above 43 cents is boom, 54 cents. So it just, you keep making higher highs, higher lows. It's not bad. I mean, it's in a long-term uptrend and it probably will eventually continue upward. Yeah, I mean, just think about it like this. Even the complex wave structure, right? You know, like 886 or yeah, this will be an 886. So I think the target on HBAR eventually from where it is now, or if even it sells off again or something, I think it's probably gonna eventually test 54 cents again. Isn't that crazy, man? Just another altcoin in a long-term uptrend that is reaccumulating. That's it. Oh yeah, Cardano. Sorry. Cardano. Okay, El Cardano, still kind of like, you know, 185, 188 is an inflection point. This is extremely important. And maybe, just maybe now, you're starting to locally trying to make higher lows to reaccumulate. Look, a low on price, October 27th, and traders set it up on November 1st a little higher, and now you're trying it again. I don't know, this could be where it's starting to try to reaccumulate here. It's still below that 200 moving average. Use it as resistance once again. I mean, the closer you are to 185, 188, the easier it's going to be to strategize a stop loss and an entry. No idea if it bounces down here and goes to 230, but that would be the target if you were going to strategize down there. 230. I think they're just better assets. I think they're just assets that are in better conditions right now that are showing much stronger arguments for upside than Cardano. Like, it's like Hex. It's like you're just making lower highs and lower lows. The most recent event was the lowest low of the drawdown since it started in September. So it's just like, that's just not the best. Why settle on Cardano? Why? You shouldn't settle. You should look for consecutive higher highs, higher lows, like GRT. All it's doing is higher highs, higher lows, reaccumulating. This one's like, you know, it's at an inflection point, but that's it. The argument's just not really that good for Cardano. I don't care if it goes up, man. Other things are going to go up too, and we're going to have a higher probability of them going up. This one's like a coin flip. Okay. Next one. Disappointed. You're asking for XRP, not XPR. That's okay. XRP held that support and has been rallying off of it. Maybe it pulled back some, I'm sure today.
Tron, please, Mitch. Please, thanks.
Yeah, it's well off.
Smiley
All right. What's up, Johnny? Yeah, we'll look at Tron. That's a request I've not heard in a long time. Yeah, XRP really choppy, but anything above 106 is in good shape. Oh, I love it right now, locally, kind of. Where you go to the daily, you see a low and then a higher low here, like confirmation low, reaccumulation, and you're above the 200 moving average and the inflection point. I think this eventually could easily go to 150 if the cycle all continues.
Can you please take a look at link/deathpair? Thank you. 0.00441034 ETH.
Bruce. Yeah, Bruce, we'll look at it, man. Thank you. Thanks for the 930 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub, where it's about technical analysis. Traditional technical analysis is not about one thing. Okay. It is about the many. It's about the data. Okay, so like XRP on the daily, yeah, man, like it looks like, okay, it turns into a bearish Gartley, I get it, right? But like if the trend's really bullish, there's no way. Like this thing is like not gonna be reliable. It'll probably fail and turn into a deep crab or something, right? Look, man, you just got tremendous accumulation going on XRP, right? And it's above that level, dude. The target's 150, 165, 190. I mean, really, if you want 176 and 190, those are your targets up here eventually. All right, this is above the 200-day moving average, bullish convergence. It's good. I mean, it looks prime for a much higher prices. I'm not surprised. Are you? Are you really surprised? Nope, can't be. That's it. That's XRP. Looks like you're going higher in time. Next request though was well, EGLD. Oh, I guess it was something else. I don't remember. Maybe, no, this was the Gartley or something. Well, anyway, there was a slanted inverse head and shoulders that right around the same time storage was developing its own. This one outperformed like crazy, and then, you know, has back tested inflection points, asked support a couple times, and has rallied and just continuing to reaccumulate. And now, yes, you are at all-time highs. And if you wanted fib extension targets, easy to give. Easy targets from the high to the low. You've already hit the 1.4, like the 1.272 was the first one that you pulled back. Hit it again, you pulled back higher lows. Now you're breaking it 1.414. After that's 366, and after that's going to be like $400, right? Psychological. That's all you got, man. So yep. So I would think your targets are like 366 and 400. And then 500 after that, eventually, right? This thing's crazy. Good performance. Really good. Or we could, yeah, you could say 420 is the target, whatever, the next target. We're going to put in a textbook, man. 420, you know, the zeros, the ones, unless it's the fours, and then it's the 420s. And then, of course...
Is that a joint?
Market participants have become trolls collectively. All right, next request. Yeah, Tron's great. I mean, I think Tron's in tremendously good shape for much more upside. That hasn't changed. That's been the case since late September. All right. You're above the 200-day moving average. You're above 9.6 cents. I think this thing's gonna go probably at least go test the top of the harmonic around 12 cents, but then I think in time you're going to 16 cents. It's hard to even believe 16. Yeah, is your targets up here at 16 cents, 15, 16 cents. Yep, that's where I think it's going eventually. Okay, very, very bullish uptrend, the M shape, the complete reset, the confirmation low down here, the rally, and then all the confirmation you could ever ask for on Tron, and now it's above another level. And yeah, again, those are your eventual targets, 15, 16 cents. Okay, that's it. Then we'll talk about fib extensions when we get up there. Okay.
KSM, please. As always, thanks for the edutainment, brother. Keep grinding.
Awesome, Nathan, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll get Kasuma or whatever it's called. Yep, sure. We have 15 minutes until your daily candle close, chat. So you want to see Bitcoin pivot here. You want to see it close really strong, just so we can usher in that hidden bullish divergence, or at least begin the development of the hidden bullish divergence in the 4 hour. Gotta have that, man. And it's just right here. This is what it will look like, the beginning, if it actually is going to happen, right? Where it starts like this, if it was, and then just the next 4 hour candle, a little less negative momentum that's lighter, and then more and more and more. Each 4 hour candle keeps waning, and then the argument starts becoming really strong. It's just a little too early. You just don't know if the pivot's coming yet. It could just as easily start dumping and selling off to much lower prices. The negative momentum builds, and then it's like that argument's literally dead in the water. So, but this would be legendary if this would be NFT worthy stuff if it like pivoted here and started rallying. All right, next request. Ooh, pathetic. I mean, like we've been here. Like we were here months ago and identified this on link to Ethereum, and it's like getting violated, right? The 1618. Man, it was an inflection point too. Dude, there's nothing here to like 4689 ways. How far is this thing going? Now it's like 170% retrace. I just sure it can diverge all at once. It just keeps dumping. I just like, to me, it doesn't really give me any kind of solace in thinking Link's going to outperform Ethereum still anytime soon. It just looks like it's going to go for a full reset, or this thing is going to keep losing like 88% of its value way down. It'll like stall out at like 2682 or something. I'm not sold on this. There's nothing really giving me indication to believe it's done selling off and it's going to just start outperforming Ethereum. It doesn't mean Link can't go nuts to the US dollar. It's probably going to go higher, but it still seems like Ethereum might continue to outperform. But yeah, you've exceeded and violated bullish butterflies PCZ.
You may have missed my $DDX request.
Did I? Sorry. Oh yeah, you did. Thanks, man. No, it's not, Monica. Stop shilling your bull crap here, okay? It's not. It's not. Don't buy whatever that crap is that she posted. Someone delete that. Never tip me again, too. Thank you. Okay, let's see. I missed, I think, a couple. Yeah, let me, sorry, this one's, wow, whoops. I know it happened. When I scroll through, I miss a couple. All right, let's see. So getting back to that line, that order. Oh my goodness. I like Lind. Well, I did like Lind. Now I love it. Now I'm in love with Lind, technically. Oh yeah, look. But this like happened before. The same argument was like, oh, and it literally scammed up and down, right? And now it's right back at insanely good levels. Like anything above 314.70 is psycho good. Like it's the probability of it going to 400, 420 again is really high right here. So yeah, it's like actionable for a long too, maybe. Yep. And then if it breaks 420, boom, 542. Yeah, Lind right here, it looks really, really good. Yes. Okay. That's it. Lind. Awesome. Great opportunity area. Could moon soon. So 400, 420. Yep. It's like, where are all these effing scrubs when the market's not like going up a lot? They're not here shilling their crap then, are they? Certainly not. Because they don't give a crap about technical analysis or trading or making money. They don't care about, well, they care about making money for themselves. They don't care who loses money in their trash wake, okay? They don't care about the collateral damage. It's sociopathic, almost shilling some trash that has no utility, that has nothing. It was like just created. That takes some serious like lack of like empathy or... That's bad, man. Okay, so Lumen looks great right here. A nice 12% up day. Let's hope that lasts. Earnings, you know, if it stays above 13, 14, maybe it backtests it and holds it. Then it's gonna run up to $15. If you break $15, that's the major level. That's where, hey, 21 bucks, easy, right? Lumen, I love it. Lowest lows, now higher lows, and back above inflection point from 2017. You stay above that long enough, you go to the next levels, and then that's where blue skies exist above 15 bucks. Okay, that's it. All right. Yep. Good looking asset. I mean, but finally, right? It just, awful trend. It's been in a bear trend for, oh my God, it's been in a bear trend since like the global financial crisis. So yeah, maybe it turning around now. I mean, you're starting to make higher lows, but you need to make higher highs too. You're not making higher highs quite yet. You're making the same highs. That's okay though. Could be trying to turn around. This is how they look when trends reverse. Oftentimes, this is how they can start to look. Okay. Now it's DYDX. Sorry, dude. Oh boy. I'm gonna find it where there's actual data. I don't know, man. I think this is the one. Wow, you're like right at it, aren't you? That candle high close right there. What is this? This is from the daily, I guess. Yeah. Candle high close and the wick. I think that's the major level. It's not deep enough, I don't think yet. Like I don't think it's deep enough. Maybe it holds that level. It's not quite held it yet. Yeah, it's shallow there. It's too shallow. It's not even a 786. You got to go to 886. This is the pattern completion zone down here.
You did not look long for it.
That's certainly where it's going if it doesn't hold 1560. What's up, Alwea? Yeah, we'll look at Kai. Cobra Kai was a great gainer today, and it started with an M shape. All the, like, someone requested it, and we identified that M shape, and then it, in time went by, and it played out. So, like, here, it broke the bad action magnet move, which was from October 6th, and it's consolidating at levels where it makes sense where consolidation could occur. But if it doesn't hold, then it's going for the full reset, and that's 1150. So I think there's a lot more downside here. It's not making higher highs, higher lows anymore, is it? No, it's not. Since the beginning of October's buying climax, it's making lower highs, lower lows. Not higher highs, higher lows. So we're looking for higher highs, higher lows like Dash, right? Back testing springs on the way up, not the way down. This is on the way down. It did its thing. It's at a different part of its cycle.
Sushi? Thanks, man.
Yep, so Gregory, sure. All right, next one was, gotta get back to it. It is KSM. Well, KSM was a trade setup, right? And it's well off the entry and stuff. Loved it above 345 based on reasons that are technical, and it's just inflection and staying above that. It's now on its way to the next level, 484. It breaks that, it's going to 566 and 618. Right? This is what you're looking for, right? The momentum is bullish. You're making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. Bullish patterns are presenting themselves within that higher high, higher low price action, and they're playing out. They're continuing to roll upward. They're not correcting. They're not making lower highs, lower lows since October began. No, they're not. They're not pulling hexes. They're not doing what Hex is doing. They're doing what Hex was doing when everything else was correcting. So these are the things you want to see. These are like, you want to trade things that are doing this in midterm, short term, and long term. Look, long term uptrend. This is how we know. Look way back. Yep, bull trend confirmed late July, and all this is just, yep, the trend is doing its thing. Trend is your friend. What's up, Green Jay? Oh, Intel, man. Okay. Wow, we can't even get 500 likes. Maybe I should start shilling S coins, chat. Then y'all like the stream, right? Is that how it works? I shill S coins, sell my soul, get people hurt, and then I get views and likes. Awesome. I'm excited. Okay, Cobra Kai. Here it is. It was a couple though. It was like But remember this one, we had that one like way back in February. Look, the higher highs, higher lows consecutively. Oh my God, a harmonic. It's all good near inflection point. Moon, then a full reset. Then the full reset happened, the higher low, certainly much higher lows the previous low occurred. And then you consolidated sideways for too long, right? And confirmed the bottom. And now look at you. And you're breaking a major level. Extremely important level. 8.2 cents. You break that. There's not much above you. There's not much above you at all. I mean, I think you can't even say anything to like 11.9 cents. This thing is accelerating rapidly right now. I love the spring back test too. Look, October 18th, that area where it's a support, it breaks it and then back tests it. And look, another back test too on the 25th, 26th. Crazy. So yeah, there could be a lot more upside. Like for the, remember the full reset, like the other way. We talk about wave structures, the X, the A, the B, the C, the D, the 88786, the 886, minimum 14 cents, 886, 15 cents. All right, this work could eventually head to in time. It pulls back and it makes a much higher low than the previous low, then goes again. This could take a while. Okay. That's your Cobra Kai. Next one. I'm gonna look at this in a minute. Oh, Coinbase? Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Well, I mean, this is like I should put this on my watch list. Dang, man, missed a spring back test on this one. Where look what it did. Right, it's been chopping through these zones, but look, it's like it sprung again and back tested the spring, the bottom part of it, and then a couple more times and looks straight up now. So I'm not saying it's an actionable long entry clearly, because that's kind of like at $10. But if you break $14, that's where it could go straight up to $18 and beyond. Yeah, a lot of higher lows, and confirmation that what old levels that were once support are support again. And you're making higher lows locally. I mean, it's just like, I would not be surprised at all if sushi eventually broke $14 and went to much higher prices. Just like a lot of these cryptos. I wouldn't be surprised. We now have 2 minutes until your daily candle close. Sweet. Yeah, it's not quite at the best entry area. That's $10 just because strategizing stops and entries. That's all it's about. But I'm not saying it's not bullish as F. It looks really good and it breaks 14. Boom, much higher price. That's it. Okay. Next one was... What was the last request too so far?
Hey bro, you missed LUM 0.00013036 BTC.
No, I actually didn't. Chat, could you inform Anonymous that I did not miss Lumen? Back me up on that. No more analysis until I'm backed up. Just finished my last sip of coffee. Okay, see, I got people telling me. LUMN. That's it. That's it, dude. Intel, I got nothing for you, man. Intel, S&P 500 all-time highs every day for like weeks now, and this is Intel. Trash. Not at levels that make much sense for a strategic entry. Isn't that around $43? Yep. You had your chance in October of last year. You had your chance, I guess, COVID crash. You had your chance in May of 2019. You had your chance, I guess, in October. One low, second low. Look, multiple confirmation lows. Are there any confirmation low at this level even? Nope. You have no idea, man. You are blind on Intel. I'm not saying you are blind. I'm saying one is blind on Intel on this chart because there's no confirmation.
SLP pumping out of nowhere. Do not cover it here. Just saying crap is crapping all over the charts.
SLP is pumping out of nowhere. Is it though? Like, because it was at low risk areas. So, I mean, we know it's at the whack-a-mole games like Maker. It's like you don't know when it's going to happen, but it's at levels where it's primed, and one day it will happen. And then it happened yesterday. SLP was today, and then tomorrow's today, the new day, it's gonna be something else. We do have a new day upon us. The daily is closed. A new daily candle for Bitcoin has been born. Wow. And the good news is, right, if we look at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart right now, is it not beginning, chat? Is it the beginning? If market participants will it, the hidden bullish divergence could be in development. All right, we got to get some price action these next few candles to really make this development kind of concrete, where we can be confident. Because I'm seeing this, you're seeing this, but there's like a few millions of more people out there looking at charts like us that are not part of this community, but also know what hidden bullish divergence is. They know what potential 3 rising valleys is. They know momentum is shifted. They know all these things. So this would give them confidence to buy more. The bots that are programmed, everything, right? Big money. So you want this to continue its development because it's just begun. And it could be insane. This would be an NFT. If this plays out, this will be an NFT. The legendary 3 rising valleys. It is not a confirmed 3 rising valleys until Bitcoin breaks above $64,300. That is the confirmation line of the potential structure. It is not a valid structure yet. Don't think I'm saying it's a real 3 rising valleys. It's not. Until you break the confirmation line, it's just a potential structure. Long way to go, man. Okay. No, Activision. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, let's finish up on Intel strategy. No, I don't know. There's a way. I don't care. There's an M shape here. It's just, it doesn't make sense. A gap down. It's rallying. It's underperforming the index funds. It's underperforming the subsector, the sector itself, tech, and semis. Right? It's just terrible. Terrible asset. I don't know why you would own this over AMD or NVIDIA. Right? I mean, look at it now. When NVIDIA and AMD today in unison, together, simultaneously hit all-time highs and melted up. And this thing, look at it. You don't want to put your money in like horses that are really slow, laggards. This is a dinosaur. It's like a freaking dinosaur. The meteors already hit the planet, clearly. And it was NVIDIA and AMD. Okay, anyway. And someone was like, hey, my buddy bought a bunch of this. Like, he likes it. It's much lower priced from there. Oh, yeah. ATVI, there was like a potential harmonic, and I was just like, devastated. Devastated. There was even divergence. There were a lot of things, man, on this that were actually okay, but yeah, like that's the M shape. Fail. But inflection point, 6650. An old high, all-time high at one point from September 2017. You're trying to hold this level. It's really important you do. If you don't, could be a really nasty level drawdown to like 44 bucks. So this must hold or you're screwed.
While we're still on stocks, check out NVDA NASDAQ. Amazing chart.
Okay. Will do. Thank you, Joshua. I mean, that's it. That's a set inflection point. There's no confirmation low. It's just gap down on earnings, and it did bullishly engulf on the 4 hour. Nice little Marabazoo there, but there's no edge. So like maybe a scalper might. This is literally an area where it could bounce, right? Just like Zynga did. Remember at its own level when it did the same gap down, awful. So yeah, if this holds, I mean, there's a gap fill up at like 77 bucks. But it's kind of coin flippish. So you're in an area where you flip a coin on ATVI. That's not really, if you're actually swing trading, it's not good to have coin flips. Where, oh yeah, it went up, I felt it. And it's like, keep feeling things every trade, playing the numbers game, you won't win. You won't do well without a system that's proven to give you, when you have all the variables, a greater than 50% chance. You need that. You have to have that if you're going to trade the numbers game. Okay. Okay, so in INVE, Identive Incorporated, that is in all-time highs. It gapped up today 6.5% on good earnings. Who knows? I don't think there's enough volume signature to say it's a breakaway gap, but it could always be. Maybe we go daily and log scale or something. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, the time to really, I'm just saying, man, it's all retrospective now, but, right, look where the composite operator was. Composite operator was down here. That's his signature, right? Over and over and over. Hey, man, it's just like the Wyckoff accumulation range. And once you finally broke out of that range, look what happens. Composite operator acquired his position, and now he's pushing the price up. And you're at the highest levels you've seen since February of 2012. So multi-year highs. Okay, very real area down here. So you are below the critical ice line from 2003 and 2004. And look, it's been regarded as resistance 2011, 2012. So this is a very major level. Clearly, very real things have occurred here, where extreme markdowns like reversals occur, or if you break it and back test it, you could go much higher. Right? Like there have been times in history where it's been a support and it's run to 38.75 or higher. But now after such a stupendous run from 652 to 2374, we're talking like since the breakout of the Wyckoff accumulation range, 200% up. I mean, it's like a percentage a day almost, actually more, like 1.15% per day. Dang, nice yield. But now, as of today, on a break, I mean, a gap up on good earnings, there's more questions to ask. I don't know if it can break that. That's a clear level where major reversals occur. So if it does break it, you could very well see 38.75 in time, but it might consolidate for a while. You want to probably back test it as support and then get confirmation and then run. So I can't say it's actionable. It's not. It's like literally at an area where someone might take really smart profit down here from getting in at really low levels, like April of 2020, COVID crash lows. It was $2 and change. Oh my God. That's it for INVE. Great day today, but questions certainly. That's it. Yep. And that was the last request. Matt, okay, so it's like really family friendly. I know, dude, just saying. So Matt is like, we went to like high school together, went to rival colleges. But like, you know, just telling you, dude, just letting you know. Like, so we can't be talking about like anything sexual. They're just, you know, we treat it like a really kind of high end country club. Like, what would you not say at a country club in the live chat? So it's all good though, man. He didn't know. All right, so back to Bitcoin or Ethereum. Let's do both. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum still had its third highest daily candle close ever today. I think that's pretty good. And anything above 43.84, you just there's the risk is run that it could just go to 5K anytime. Now you come and back test 41.70. Now you already spent 48 hours doing that. Why would you do it again? It'd be weird. Maybe it comes and back test 43.84, like the top of the range from May. And it holds that, again, 5K, 6K, and maybe beyond. Like, crypto is insane, man. It can be. So that is your Ethereum. That is still exceptionally nice. You got to go to Ethereum to Bitcoin. I think I forgot to do that today. Here it is. It had its highest daily candle close since September 16th today. Continuing to rally. This was a trade setup, remember? It was a beautiful time. It was divergence, pattern completion zone of the bullish cipher, the confirmation low, everything you could have dreamed of. And even look here. I mean, like, a few days ago, you back tested 6.9 million Satoshis successfully as support, and you're rallying off that. And I'm thinking you're probably going to 7.7 million sats and then 8.5 million sats and maybe 10.7 to 11.3 million sats in time as Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. Okay, because there's a strong argument for why it could. That's it. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know. All right, man. We've been live like 2 hours now. Dang. So if you're enjoying the 2-hour live stream, the like button, the bell, sub. Been kind of busy with requests most of the stream and scolding people that just don't get it, man. They like, hey, they tell us, right, when we tell them they're scammers trying to shill their crap, which they are, right? They say, you just don't understand, man. Well, no, actually, you just don't understand this community that doesn't take bull crap, that doesn't allow people to come in and shill their trash, because we're trying to protect our viewers from this dumb stuff. Because a lot of market participants that come here, they are new and they're susceptible to these scams. And we like, I'm like, I think it's like awesome if you find me before you find them. Beep on farm chain, farm coin chat, remember? Nice. Up 4.2% on the new day.
Is that a joint?
You remember yesterday? People be like, no, I don't remember yesterday. Well, I mean, you can't say. Whatever, man. Technical analysis, amazing, dude. Doesn't matter if it's an S coin or what. If it, like, I mean, I think it does have to be to a point where it's on real exchanges. This one's on Coinbase, right? It's got some data. You know, it was doing some really interesting things yesterday. The spring, the back test of the spring, even the local 3 consecutive higher low stuff. I thought it was really good here. And we said, this may not happen, but historically, on traditional markets, this is what assets look like before they go and mark up majorly. This one's beginning it. That's it. Bitcoin Pepe candle. If you spam the like button, is that real, man? Dude, we're not out of the woods yet on Bitcoin. We're getting there, man. All we got to do is just a few more candles. I mean, you would like to see a nice bullish impulse candle to break it back above 61,788, and that would like almost ensure that this is going to happen. You just got to get some bids. Bids need to come in on Bitcoin like within the next, like, you know, day. We need some bids, man, so we can usher in the hidden bullish divergence, and that would imply a continuation, bullish indicators, and a very, very unreal bullish trend. Yes, reliable and can outperform. So that's what we're just looking for. We covet the. All right, good luck, farm coin. See you at probably 288 in time again. Add another alert around $200. All right, so I guess I'll just leave y'all to it. All right, y'all know what's going on. Hopefully I did all I could. I do like how it closed above 61,182, which was that highest daily candle close of all time back in March 13th on the daily, again, daily. So it's above that. So that's really good. That price action is not bad there. If you stay above that, that's really, really nice. All right, best of luck, Bitcoin. We'll pray for you. That's all we can do. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I will be back. Until next time, respect the tea.